Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to review these two Dodge Viper RT10s. This one is the more modern version, casting by that I mean, and it came in like a 5-pack. I think it's Coffee Cruisers from Matchbox, and this one is the Premier Collection Edition from 1994, so nearly 20 years old at this time of this video, and it's interesting to put them side by side. The new one rolls much smoother, and the old one, it's not bad though, because it's got these rubber Goodyear tyres. Really nice to see a sponsor on there. Look at that chrome, very yeah, 90s. And you've got this textured plastic underneath as well. And this one feels a lot sturdier. Like, it may lack the details of this one, but this one is strong enough, I think, by a child to be thrown across the room and survive without any kind of damage, and built to last, really. So let's take a closer look in detail at both of these models. So here's the packaging for the Premier Collection Edition of the Viper RT10. 1 out of 25,000. It's quite a lot actually, but I think back in those days maybe they used to sell a lot more. So World Class Series 4. Really long card. It comes with another box to put it in after. We'll take a close-up look at that anyway. So on the back, if you're interested, okay, I'll just scroll down so you can see here are the other models: Series 4, Series 5 and Series 6, 25,000 each. And back then, like a long time ago, these used to have, this was like a big upgrade compared to just having everything in plastic and simple casting. So they made an effort for these ones. I did have the Lamborghini Diablo in red, but you know, I just was waiting for a better model than that. This modern Dodge Viper version, this was just from a 5-pack, a Coffee Cruisers I think it was, and it just, yeah, no specific packaging for each car, just get in a pack. So that's how it is. So we've got both of them here. It's just, you know, for those who are interested, here's the box. Nothing, it's just the same stuff all over really, nothing spectacular. And here are the two castings. Let's take a close-up look at the more modern one. So here we are, nice dark red or darker red, glossy paint job. Got plastic insert here from the seats, I presume. Actually, no, it's from the windscreen. It's clear plastic. Grey for the interior. Just got this roll bar here. The wheels are blacked out 5 rims. On the side, we've got this. I'll just zoom in a bit more. Got the Viper logo here. And then we've got the exhaust on the side, which you know, like the drivers of this particular car said that it's like the sting of the Viper or the Viper's bite or something. Like when you get out, you feel the hot exhaust. So it's not recommended to actually, even just, it's best recommended just jump out rather than not using the doors and then get your calves caught by the heat. So anyone who's got a Dodge Viper, like one of these ones, let me know your experience if that was true. Did you have any accidents? And other than that, as a model, really simple. Like, this is just clear plastic. There's no like rim or even paint job over it. This interior part of the roll cage usually has like a black part for the seating area. Nothing there. The back, really plain. Nothing, even on the front, nothing. This is blacked out headlights, and the only thing is just on the side, this Viper Tampo. So there you have it, really simple. Underneath, Dodge Viper RT10 94. Got a little elephant type thing there, and that's it. So cool details underneath. You can see the various bits, drive shaft, camshaft, whatever, and then yeah, let's have a look at the older school one. So this one, same blacked out headlights. The positioning is not quite correct on this model. It's a bit off, but we do have the Viper logo on the hood. Speaking of which, older models, if you look at the production quality of it, you can see that there's some dust, some hairs that have been trapped and just been painted over. Maybe these little speckles here are paint rash. So what that means is the composition of the alloy. Diecast cars are made of Zamac, so it's like zinc and other various, you can Wikipedia that, but basically when they mix it together in the alloy, if there's any impurities, it can cause these paint rashes where the metal kind of bubbles. I say that in inverted commas, and you know, it's like some sort of chemical reaction that happens, and basically it results in these little speckled bubble appearances under the paint. And sadly, there's nothing much to do about that, because the metal that was mixed up in the factory was not of good enough quality. Whereas you know, there are older diecasts that do not have any of that, because they were just properly made and everything was checked. So, you know, very little impurities means that the casting lasts for longer. I've heard some horror stories where some people's castings have just literally broken down to brittle dust almost, which is a shame, but I think these will be around for a lot longer, and I think that's probably the maximum that will happen, because this is quite an old model. On the bottom, we've got here, yep, similar to the other one. Actually, I'll just compare it both of them. So here we go. You can see it's been a bit more raised for the new version, and underneath, so it's pretty similar. A few details here and there have been changed and accented on the new one, which is nice. Dodge Viper RT10, made in Thailand as well. 159 scale. So they actually used to put that on, what's that, 1994? That's like 19 years old at the date of this review. So nearly 20 years on, eh? Okay, let's look at this one again in more detail. So yeah, this time they have got blacked out rims on this collector's version. The seats themselves have got a cool red seatbelt painting inside. There's some detail here for the handbrake, I think. And you know, even the steering wheel and the dash, there's some details there, which is really nice to see. If I just zoom in on that, there we go. We can see here the interior. So they've tried to accent it with various silver highlights. The red, you can see that although they've done it, you know, there's some kind of bleed coming off it. It's quite roughly applied. But, you know, for a mainstream brand like Hot Wheels or Matchbox, that's pretty good. No wing mirrors. On the back we do have another Viper logo. And look at this, on the back we've got license plate Venom and some indicator lights here, blacked out tail lights, and on the side silver Viper. So side by side, here's how they look. And I think this is either identical casting or it is slightly tweaked. Like I think this part curves up and this bit is a bit flatter. The front has been edited so that the lip comes out more. And they've used black paint here as well. Yeah, just some more paint detail, tampo details. And that's that really. The wheels, this also 5-spoke, got Goodyear written on as a sponsor, it's really cool. Overall, I think I like this one slightly more because of the extra details. It is really clunky. Look at these wheels, they come out from the side. But, you know, if you're a kid, you're not going to care about that because this is a kid's toy. Even though they still say it's a collector's thing. You know, by today's standards of collecting, it really isn't that particularly, in terms of the accuracy, detailing and features, it's not that premium. But for kids, that's definitely premium. And yeah, it's a nice older model. to have. Okay, let's get these spun on the turntable. That's enough of me jibber jabbering on. Okay, side by side, we can see here in detail how they compare. For me, the older casting just about edges it out because it's got more details. The newer one, when I hold it, it's more solidly built. Like it feels, you know, I could just throw it across the room and it'll be fine. Like it's not going to smash. But this older one, it does feel a bit more fragile than that. I think that's like the standard test for Hot Wheels and Matchbox. You know, the kids test. Can you throw it across a room and will it survive if it just gets smashed against a wall or a ceiling? That's just what kids do, I guess. So. So later on, I'm going to do a massive Dodge Viper comparison. I've got quite a few brands through. I've got an Auto World version, I've got Johnny Lightning versions, not of the RT10, the one with the hood later on. I think it's like GTS. But I will bring them all out to do a massive review video later on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up if you found any of this interesting. I hope it did, to fellow diecast collectors, and hopefully see you in the next video. Do subscribe if you like diecast toys. I do Transformers as well because I quite like those, and hope you enjoyed this video.